Welcome to eKids International System of Education, ISE. This part of the presentation will focus on what is unique about eKids Maths Lab. eKids Maths Lab will explore the fundamental and complex mathematical problems and experiment them with the new innovative eKids International System of Education, ISE, pedagogy and experience the power of mathematics skill cultivated in the mind of your students. The lessons are contained in modules, which offer schools and parents greater flexibility in selection and usage. eKids International team will categorize students as fast learners, medium learner, and slow learners based on the marks scored in each lesson. eKids International team will do different strategy plan for each category of learners and, if necessary, provide different curriculum in order to bring consistency among them. eKids International team will put slow and medium learners in lower stages for a particular topic and ask them to complete the lower stage lesson, and then to do their regular lesson. However, fast learners can do higher stage lessons and go beyond. For example, take the example of one student from grade 5. For fraction topic, we can put the slow learners into stage 3 or stage 4. In order to understand the concept thoroughly and then ask them to proceed with stage 5 lesson of fraction with the consent of the parents. For fast learners, after finishing the stage 5 of fraction, the team can put them for stage 6 or 7 or 8. However, if the students are really smart enough finishing all the lessons, then definitely eKids International team will provide more difficult problems. Let us discuss the features of eKids Maths Lab. Montessori concepts are incorporated. Learning through answering the questions. Focus on understanding. Adaptive logic, questions always at the child's level. Addressing common errors and misconceptions. In-depth explanations. Visuals and animations for effective learning. Vertical and horizontal learning based on the student's skill level. We can discuss all the features more elaborately. Let us discuss about focus on understanding feature. One of the unique features of the eKids Mathematics Lab program is its focus on understanding and analytical thinking. Not just knowledge of facts, or drill-in procedures. For instance, most mathematics learning programs available today use games to create learning. But the quality of learning being aimed at is suspect, since the focus is entirely on procedural fluency, with a lot of drill-in operations rather than conceptual understanding or application. But today, what any student really needs to move ahead in life is real understanding and analytical ability, and that is what the eKids Maths Lab program aims to foster. We offer a unique interactive experience of learning mathematics in a fun way while making sure the child has thoroughly understood the concepts. Let us discuss about adaptive logic feature. eKids Maths Lab has a built-in adaptive logic that allows a student to move at his or her own pace. This complex logic determines where to take the student after each question, based on his or her answer to the current one, and also taking into account how the student has answered previous questions on that concept. Typically, a student would select a topic like shapes, and start with fundamental questions based on this topic. This is to ascertain that the student has a strong grounding in the topic. But the student with a deeper understanding of this topic automatically moves ahead quickly to more advanced levels, while those who need to spend more time on the basics will be served up more questions of the basic level. This is one of the features of eKids Maths Lab, making to learn mathematics more interesting without making it difficult. Let us discuss about addressing common errors and misconceptions feature. Many students have the misunderstanding of basic concepts that they carry forward from an early age. It is important to identify those and help the child to overcome them. Most often, a child does not try to clear these misconceptions due to a lack of opportunity or fear of embarrassment. Research through detailed student assessments provides insights on exactly where students are likely to have difficulties, and why. eKids Maths Lab questions are designed on the basis of detailed classroom studies and research in student learning, to specifically target students' common errors and misconceptions. For example, a student might be struggling with mathematics formulae which would ultimately lead her to either rote learning them and trying to apply them wherever required. This often gives birth to several misconceptions. Students start using these formulae like some rule without really understanding. eKids Maths Lab provides multiple examples and situations ensuring the rule is understood, not just memorized. Let us discuss about in-depth explanations feature. eKids Maths Lab provides visual or animated explanations rather than just textual, to facilitate quick grasping. This system of providing visual explanations allows the student to revisit the concept, and quickly figure out how to tackle subsequent problems on the concept. Let us discuss about visuals and animations for effective learning feature. Over 90% of the problems in eKids Maths Lab make use of visuals and animations, either in the question, or in the explanation provided for the correct answer. This engages students and increases their interest levels. At the same time, the animations in the eKids Maths Lab program are mostly used as serious learning tools, and not as light-hearted cartoons or games, which today's kids get an overdose of on TV anyway. Let us discuss about clearing basic concepts and building strong fundamentals feature. eKids Maths Lab has a built-in adaptive logic that allows a student to move at her own pace, depending on the level of comfort in a particular concept. For instance, for a student currently in grade 8 who has not had a strong foundation in algebra, we will serve up fundamental or lower-level algebra questions that would help him clear his basics. A special feature of the eKids Maths Lab program is the way in which the questions are graded. The extremely fine gradation of questions allows the system to make sure that a child is truly thorough with the sub-concept, before moving on to the next. Also, it helps in pinpointing exactly where the child is having difficulties. This adaptive logic ensures that the child does not have trouble in higher classes due to a problem with the basics. Let us discuss about overcoming errors and misconceptions feature. Whenever a student goes wrong in a particular type of question in eKids Maths Lab, a detailed, concept-based explanation is provided for it. Often, the explanations are visual or animated rather than just textual, to facilitate quick grasping. We will provide explanations which allow the student to revisit the concept, and quickly figure out how to tackle subsequent problems on the concept. Let us discuss about promoting real understanding and analytical abilities feature. One of the most unique features of the eKids Maths Lab program is its focus on understanding and analytical thinking, not just knowledge of facts, or drill-in procedures. This is one of the key factors that really distinguish the eKids Maths Lab program from any other learning program. But today, what any student really needs to move ahead in life is real understanding and analytical abilities, and that is what the eKids Maths Lab program aims to foster. Let us discuss about understanding more advanced or complex topics feature. The topics in eKids Maths Lab are not encumbered with artificial barriers of learning like classes and grade levels. This allows a student to be strong in a content area to go to advanced problems in that. A student who is gifted could even attempt advanced problems and topics beyond the prescribed curriculum for his or her grade level. eKids Maths Lab also understands the key role that teachers and parents play to help the child learn effectively. In order to help parents and educators to track a student's progress at any time, eKids Maths Lab has a system of providing detailed weekly reports. The report provides the parents with the details of how their kid is performing in different topics and concepts. The teacher's report provides a summary and the details of how each student is progressing on different topics and concepts. At the end of every session, the student his or herself gets a summary of completion, percentage of correct response, response time and question-wise report. Let us discuss about vertical and horizontal learning feature. Horizontal development focuses on expertise, whereas vertical development helps you put that knowledge into practice. Horizontal development is more commonplace, and it will stay that way. Horizontal learning is about developing competencies such as communication and active listening skills, responding effectively and constructively to conflict, or increasing technical expertise. The main focus of horizontal learning is the functional development of knowledge, skills, and behaviors that strengthen your key competences. Horizontal learning focuses on what you know. It represents the knowledge and skills you acquire while operating at a specific stage of growth and development, your own particular level of cognitive, emotional, and relational complexity. Vertical learning is about the transformation of how you think, feel, and make sense of the world. It is about increasing the complexity of how you see and relate to the world and to what you know. It includes the development of both mental complexity and emotional intelligence. While occurring naturally, vertical learning can also be accelerated by 3 to 5 times under the right sort of learning environment, one that combines optimally balanced challenge and support. Thank you.